Alrighty. Hope everyone is doing good today and that you're having a good Saturday. Alright. So I think today what we're going to do is we're going to do maybe some modeling, maybe some playing with materials in Unity, setting up stuff like that. We'll see. Just kind of what we're feeling. Alright. Well, I think one of the first things I really want to do is I really want to start making some items for my game. So I guess we'll start there. I don't know. What item do I want to make first? I have a few on my mind. I have a few that I know I want eventually, but I'm not going to be able to do for a very long period of time, so maybe we don't start with those. Oh wait, I can't see the chat. It's probably something I need. Chat is disabled for this live stream. Hold on 1 minute. Did I mess something up? I probably messed something up. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Chat isn't disabled. I don't know why it said that. My chat just isn't showing up in the top right corner. Oh, it is. Oh, I don't know. I don't know yet. That's a good question. We could make a gun. We could make a honey shooter. Do we want to make a honey shooter? Is that what we want to do? I don't know if I'll use it because I don't know if I want the bears to be able to shoot honey. Because I feel like that should be something that the bees should do, right? So how are you guys doing? How you doing, Red? How you doing, Chick? Yeah, it's gonna be super stylized. I'm thinking more like a water shooter rather than like a weapon, right? You're doing very well, doing good. That's good to hear. You know, I'm doing all right. Been running into a lot of bugs the last few days, but it's coming along slowly but surely. Had one really obnoxious one, but I think it might be fixed, hopefully. What are you guys up to on your Saturday? Yeah, I think so too. I like hats, and like I love putting just random wacky stuff into the game. It's always fun. Playing Roblox. That's fun. What game on Roblox? I don't know what that is. Is that it's peak gaming? Going to the gym, playing some games. Blender. Is Eurovision's is that like it's like music, right? Where each country gets their own like musician type thing? Yeah. I've definitely seen clips because like there's some like really famous songs that come out of there, right? Okay. So I think that's going to be like the barrel. Why? Oh. My keyboard sucks sometimes. Sometimes I'm just pressing buttons and then it just doesn't press. Yeah, I have reference on the other screen. Just a water gun. gonna be like a pretty stylized water gun, I think. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this. I like this. I like that as an idea, as a concept. All right. So what did you make in Blender today? Okay, so something like that. And then I guess we can just fill this with a face. Fill this with a face. Call that good for like the barrel. And then what we want is, should I be making like separate objects and then combine the meshes later? It probably is a little bit easier. Textures. Textures are cool. We could also do some texturing stuff in Unity if we want. Take a look at that. Show you the shader graph. Faster to take the face of the mesh you already have and duplicate it and separate it. It's gonna be the exact same object, so I just wanted to restart it. I don't know. Because I'm gonna like scale this. I guess it probably was still faster. Scale this down a bit, I think. Nah, actually I want to scale it up. You know, we're going big with this one. And then we'll add like some loop cuts, I think. And then we will grab this entire thing. Grab this entire thing, and then we can like scale them down. And then we can build the faces, I guess. So I think this is going to be like the kind of chamber where like the honey is, right? Maybe you can reload it. And then like you keep honey up here and then you shoot it out down here. If that's what we're going to be doing. I think with this one, I also don't like how that is. I think I want to scale this down more and then maybe scale this down more too. Yeah, I think that's just my internet. I don't think it's ever going to be good enough to like really fully stream. Yeah, it says I have not enough video to maintain a healthy stream. But I think that's just my... Yeah, I'm on the right Wi-Fi. I don't think there's much I can do about that. Hopefully it gets better. Maybe I can like close some apps. Maybe that will help. I kind of doubt it. Yeah, I think it'll just like come back in sometimes. I guess we can add a loop cut here. Scale this one down. No, it was definitely on my end. It was saying that it was like not working. Not a subsurf. To both of these, I guess. Okay. So think we'll take this side and move this out a little bit more. Yeah, I think that looks about... I think we also need to do this side a little bit too. Yeah, that's pretty much the shapes I'm going for. Can clean it up in a little bit. I think maybe this one needs to like... come out a little bit here as well. Crease the horizontal edges. I hate that way. How do you crease the horizontal edges? Like these ones? Like these ones? If I just crease this. Crease. How do you crease again? Oh, edge crease. You mean the vertical? Like these ones, well, they're horizontal now, but when we started the mesh, they were vertical, right? Or do you mean the other ones? I feel like I get good enough geometry, or I can just get good enough by just like adding a few insets. Like I feel like that's sufficient for what I'm looking for. Like I think that's sufficiently rounded. Especially when I like shade smooth. Yeah, I think it's good enough. All right. So, I'm liking how it's looking. Hello, Pixo. How you doing? But Subsurf makes weird things to Engons, so you could crease some edges to max and then bevel them. So like these ones up here. I'm doing pretty good, Pixo, you know, just enjoying my Saturday, doing a little bit of modeling, working on the game. Let me see that. Yeah, just chilling. I don't know what that just did. I just beveled. I wanted to crease the edges first, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really a pro at Blender by any means. Kind of a noob at it. In fact. Like that. I guess that looks better. And then you can't bevel faces, right? It's beveling the vertices. Or can you bevel faces? I feel like you can't bevel faces. Like that? Is that what we wanted? Yeah. I got what you were saying. I mean, I've been doing a lot of it, right? I've been doing it every single day. But it just takes a bunch of practice, right? If you put in the hours, it doesn't really matter. Like, you'll eventually just get better. And don't let you like being bad at it discourage you from like doing it, because then you'll never get good at it, right? Do you do a lot of, or like, have you been doing a lot of it? Or is it just like, you do like 5 minutes here and there? Or is there anything you're making with it? 'Cause I think that helps. Having like a goal rather than just like messing around with it can definitely like help you improve your skills, because you're working towards something, not just like messing or like just like having no goals. You're making wallpaper, like a virtual wallpaper, or like a wallpaper that you'll eventually put into like something. Yeah, I have a Discord in the comments for the like the stream description. I haven't really advertised it much yet, because it feels weird like saying, "Hey, join my Discord server." I don't want to be that type of YouTuber where I'm like, "Oh, subscribe, do all of that sort of stuff," you know? But like, I feel like people say that you have to do it. It's just in the comments, or in the description. Okay, let me grab a new link for you real quick. I swear I put it as a forever link. Oh. I'm not logged into Discord on this, so give me 1 minute. I'm gonna grab my phone, actually. Be right back. All right, I have no clue what my password is on Discord, so I'm gonna just log in with my QR code. Yeah, it's expired. We'll get it in a second. Okay. Here, let me see. Invite to server. Invite to server. Expire never. Max number of uses no limit. Grant a new link. Copy. How do I edit the stream information? Oh. Are we still live? I think I might have messed something up. Yeah. Here, I'm just gonna post it in the chat there. Do we hate the new profile picture? I kind of made it, and then after I finished it, I was like, it kind of looks like it's AI generated. Even though I like did it all myself, I was like, I don't know if I love this. But it's better than the old one, I think. I think the old one was really bad. I really hated the old one, so I made a new one. Still not working? I think the old one looked kind of bad. It definitely does look AI generated. Like, I agree, even though I made it, but it does look AI generated. Oh no, it looks like it worked. Someone got in. Also, I have no clue if the Discord server is like hooked up right. I'm not. I like know nothing about Discord. Okay. Then I guess we're gonna make. Let me know if it still doesn't work, because maybe there's still something wrong with it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna like start out. I think we're gonna start with a plane on this one. Actually, I think a plane is gonna be a little bit easier to do. I'll scale it down in the Y direction. Just to like right there. That looks pretty good. What am I doing right now? I'm making a little, yeah, there'll probably be a little demo, I think. Not 100% sure yet. What am I doing right now? I'm making a little, honey shooter. No, we're going to call it a honey shooter. So this will be like the shooting part. This will be like how much you have stored that you can fire. And then I'm going to make the handle here real quick. I mean, I don't want people to not be able to play the game because of something that's called something. So should I change my profile image again? Because I do think that it's kind of bad. But like, I think it's better than the old one. I think the old one looked kind of just bad. The Buzzy Basher. I'm gonna actually go like this so we can. I think that looks pretty good. That actually is funny. I do like that. I put the original bear model down as the. But yeah, the YouTube has been struggling the last few days, honestly. I haven't it's been tough. It's been a little demoralizing. But I think I'm gonna put a little bit more effort into like my next videos, rather than having it be like just like daily updates. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe do daily updates, but then like the updates are kind of small, and then have like some bigger ones. Thickness. What's thickness called again? It's called. What's the thickness called? Solidify. Thank you. Yeah, I got it. I want to add maybe an edge crease here. Maximum edge crease. Wait, why isn't maximum edge crease doing anything there? There we go. Okay, we can do that. Okay. Let's see. I think this whole thing needs to be moved back a smidge. The render of this? Or what render? I mean, I could put it into like render mode, like shading. I don't have any materials assigned to this. I just started modeling this like a minute ago. Yeah, there's not really much to show here yet. Yeah, there's like no materials assigned. There's no like anything like that. They don't export well. They like really don't export well because you have to use like the shader graph to do it right. Because it's not one-to-one. Like there's not, everything is not in Blender that is in Unity and vice versa. Do we like how this looks? I don't know. Yeah, I actually think that looks pretty good. Oh, it 100% is important to make good textures. But the textures are going to have to be made in Unity rather than in Blender. And I think a lot of it's going to be hand painting anyways, because I do enjoy hand painting. Why, what? Well, so I can make them in Blender, right? But then I have to bake them, right? That's the only way that you can really convert them. So if I want to bake the textures, sure, I can make them in Blender. But then that gives you so much less ability to like change them. Right? Like you can't really go back and change them. Well, yeah, like so baking right won't work with like anything that I'm like doing with geometry in live time, right? So like it's all just kind of already pre-done, if that makes sense. So I have a lot less control over a lot of stuff after I put it into Blender and it's already baked. Like I think baking is probably fine for most instances, but I think for some stuff we definitely don't want to bake it. I think this stuff needs to move forward a smidge. Now we can. Well, Unity has essentially the same thing as Blender. It's just the shader graph, right? Well, we can take a look at it in a little bit after I finish with this model real quick. But it's like, it's almost the same thing as the Blender's shading. Or is that what it's called? I think it's shading. Yeah, I think baking is also better for performance, right? If you bake your textures, it's going to be a lot faster, like runtime wise, but there's like definitely some stuff like, for example, like the honey that's going to go up here, right? I can't bake that because I want it to move and I want it to be like interactive with the actual mesh and the world positions and that sort of stuff. So like you can't bake everything. Okay, what do we think of this? How does this make people feel? That's not, oh god, I hate when that happens. It's not. Why does this always happen to me? I just don't pay attention for like half a second and then everything is not lined up. I'm just gonna actually go like this. Yeah, none of this is lined up, so we can just grab it all, I guess. Okay, that looks lined up. Does Unity have like the same kind of notes as color ramp? Different shaders, mixed shaders, ambient inclusion, bevels. I don't know if it has all of that. I don't know if it has color ramps. But it has different shaders. It has I think it has like the majority of the stuff Blender has, but I don't think it has it all. I think it's a little less than everything Blender has, because I think that that would just be too much for the shader graph to handle. We can go play around with the shader graph in a minute here, because I think I'm almost done with this model. Yeah, it has RGBs for sure. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen color ramps in it. But that's why you make like a hand-drawn texture and then you map that to your like your color, and then you can use that, right? Okay, what do we think of this model? The model is good. You should connect the honey. Yeah, sure. We could do that. Where do we think a connection like that would be good? I think on my reference, it's like kind of up here. So I guess we could just add it there. Just scale this down. No, I think a cylinder would be better for this, I think. That is cylinder. And then maybe add a few connections. Like that. How does that look? Maybe put them in the middle. I feel like that kind of looks a little strange, honestly. Having them be all the way up at the front. Hey, I think I like that. I think it looks pretty good. Shift R. Try that next time. Yeah, I think this looks good. Okay. We can save this. Yeah. And then my blender is doing the thing where it does not like when I stream, apparently. Which is lovely. I don't know why it does this. It's very strange. Like, it doesn't really make sense why it does this. And it's only when I'm streaming. No, I got what you're saying. Yeah. What do I have to do to fix it? Because you're never gonna be like looking down it, I don't think. So I think it's fine to just be kind of how it is. This is painful. I swear, that makes no sense why this always happens. And I feel like exporting, it's just going to even be worse somehow. Yeah, no, I have a pretty good computer. It never struggles unless I'm streaming. And then when I'm streaming, it just can't save anything for some reason. It's probably using up all my like GPU resources or something. All I want to do is save the file. Okay, I guess what we could do is we could just go into Unity now. And then maybe eventually this will save. Okay, we'll go to Unity. Okay. So, all right, we can open up a shader graph. Create shader graph, URP. Let's do a lit. Let's call this like test or something. I don't know. The shader graph does really suck though. It's really, really slow. It takes a very long time to like open stuff. Okay. So this is shader graph, right? So we have output of base color, which is like our just base color. We have normals, we have metallic, smoothness, emission, ambient occlusion. Don't really know what this does up here. I think this might be transforming our vertex space, but I'm not really sure. But then we have like nodes. Let's see what type of nodes we have. We have a lot of nodes. A lot of nodes. And we can have a bunch of inputs too. Like I don't know what a lot of this stuff is or how it works or anything like that. A mix color. There's definitely like multiply and mix and stuff like that. So a channel mixer. It's probably what you're talking about, right? Mix 3 channels. Oh no, this looks like it's like a LUT, like a changing our red, blue, green saturations based off of a color that's passed in, if I had to guess. Right, so if I have, yeah, that's exactly what this is. This just changes. Yeah, so I can say that green influences it a little bit or green influences a lot. I don't really 100% know though what exactly this is. Mix 2 colors. Oh, well, that's just, to mix 2 colors, we can just multiply them. Or add them. Or there's like a lot of different things that we could do, right? Right, we could add, multiply. Right, because if we have like, just create a node, let's say base color or something. And then we can like duplicate this. We can just multiply it, I think. And that will get us what we were looking for. Or maybe it's add. It might be add. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see real quick. Right. That looks like it's doing what I think it's supposed to do. If we have like yellow and if we have red and green, right, we should theoretically get a yellow. That's not a yellow. So maybe it's, yeah, I think I have all that. Invert colors, replace colors. I think it's all in math. I think it's not like, it's not as like easy to use as like the shaders in Blender because it's math based rather than like we have to know, yeah. So add is what I was looking for. Multiply is not quite right for what I was. If we add red and green, we should get yellow. Is that right? That should be right. If we add red and blue, we should get like violet. Sure. But yeah, and I think it has like everything that we really need to make anything, right? We have a bunch of noises, we have shapes. Oh no, I was just playing around with it. What is speed tree? That is a long thing. Object, space, vertex, position. I think that's for trees, but I have no clue. Yeah, I was just playing around with it. We can play with the texture also. So this is a shader that I got from online that I really like. It's like a toon shader. I don't know 100% how it works, but it like what it does is it ramps shadows and stuff, and we can make like a mission and a rim, like the rim around the thing. Like we can have like a outline almost, and it has like a bunch of things that we can change that I don't know exactly what they all do, but like oh, you can make reflections. Wait, does that mean that like stuff will now reflect in off of this? Let's turn this down because that's really bright. Does that mean that this is now reflective? Well, we could make an actual texture if we wanted to. I don't know. I think this is gonna probably be a pretty short stream, honestly, because I'm pretty tired and I don't know. It's been a long day, been a long few days. I don't really know what a lot of this stuff does. Normal map. I need to learn about normals because that's how you give like a lot of depth and texture to stuff. And I just don't have that knowledge really. Yeah, we can try that. What do you think would make better? Should we add like a normal to it? The issue with like how the texture is actually made is I made it on my iPad, right? So I'm gonna have to, and I want it to be hand drawn, so I'm gonna have to do it on my iPad again because I really hate texture painting in Blender. So I brought it into Procreate, which has like very like archaic amounts of texture painting. But we could also just like make like a material and then pass through our hand painted color later, right? So what we could do is we could set up like a normal, noise, whatever we want to do to make the actual like bus feel good. And then we can pass in this new color, or what we could do is we could just do that, right? So I guess what we could do is this. So we're gonna take in a texture. How do I take in a texture? A texture 2D, and this will be just the bus text, I guess. And then I guess we'll add some like noise, maybe. I feel like noise probably will help it look a little bit better. Maybe some simple noise. Yeah, see, that's what I like about this shader graph also, is they show you the like preview of the texture that you're dealing with, right? So it's not just like completely random. And then I guess we could just like multiply. This and I don't know, maybe another texture or another noise. It's gradient noise. Sure, why not? If you control shift them. That looks pretty random. I guess we can connect this to our normal. And then we can just put this texture into our base color. See how that looks when I make a... Oh, wait. How do I can't connect these, apparently. So what do you have to do in order to convert? Maybe this isn't the right thing. Maybe I'm looking for a different type of texture. Oh, also you can input a gradient, so that's like kind of like a color ramp, isn't it? Maybe I have to multiply this with something else. I don't know. Can I multiply this? Input, texture, artistic, normal from texture, speed tree, UV. I don't know. How do you take in a texture? Because I know like most of these materials, right? They allow me to input a base map. What is this? Maybe this is just a color. Maybe it is just a color. And then I can input. Let me create a material out of this. I gotta save this. That's why it's surface inputs. See, I can't input a texture here. I'm gonna look this up. Input a texture in shader graph. Let's see. How do you do this? Oh, so you sample texture. And then that outputs a color. Oh, Nor. How you doing? Okay, so let's try this. So, sample texture 2D. And then we can output this to a color. I'm doing all right. We're just playing around with some Unity shader graph, which I know like nothing about. Where's the shader that I just made? It's, what did I call it? I call it bus something. Oh, here it is. Okay, so that is definitely not what we're looking for. What are you up to on your Saturday, Nor? The donut blender tutorial, that's classic. No, it's good stuff. Is there any reason you're trying to learn Blender? Okay, so we definitely have a texture input, but how do we get that to the output? Because I just want to use it like how just the base textures are. Is there maybe a different type of texture? Just interested. Cybersecurity. Yeah, cybersecurity is cool. What aspect of cybersecurity? Like pen testing or like defense side? Like the whole series with yeah. There's so many different Blender tutorials. It's kind of crazy. What's a virtual texture? Is that what I'm looking for? Sample virtual texture? Is that what we're looking for? Offense and defense? Yeah. That's fun. I feel like offense seems like way more fun to me for cybersecurity. I have my what's it called? The what's the base cybersecurity? Oh my god, why am I blanking on this? I took that test like 2 years ago. I don't know. Whatever like the entry level cybersecurity certification is. I have that. Never used it, but it sounded interesting, so I did it. Yeah, the CompTIA. Well, CompTIA is just the company. What's the first one called? I completely forget. I don't know. Cyber Security Plus. Thank you. That was what I was looking for. Brain's obviously not working too great this morning. Cybersecurity is just like defending against threats and vulnerabilities in computer systems. Is the really easy way of saying it, but it's a very complicated field. It's about how to make your system secure so that no one can get into it. Do I just want a 2D array? Is that what I want? Oh, it's not related to Blender. He was just saying that he picked Blender, or he's picking Blender up as a hobby. That he's cybersecurity. Yeah. No, cybersecurity is pretty interesting in comparison to like other fields of computer science. maybe just get rid of this normal for a minute here. So why isn't this... Oh, wait, that does work. So it's the normal that's messing it up, apparently. Everything's gonna get taken over by AI, man. We're just gonna be like completely honest. It's just kind of the way that the world's going. So don't be like stuck behind by the AI, you know. Like don't let it get to you, because it's gonna happen. So just use it to your advantage, I guess. Do the things that you like enjoy doing. Still, I don't know. It's such a hard topic, right? Because it's gonna happen, and it's like honestly really frightening. Like it's like a very frightening experience. Okay, does that texture look a little bit better with a little bit of metallic on it? I think I do like that a little bit better. Oh yeah, there's always going to be AI errors, and honestly, like AI still sucks at some things. Like AI sucks at like game development. Like it's really bad. Like I've tried to use it to generate some code, and it's just like nonsensical, and I'm like, yo, this is just awful. So I think a little bit of that looks good. Ambient occlusion. Maybe some ambient occlusion would also be nice. Can I just like put this to the same noise texture? Oh yeah, I think a lot of oh, I think that's looking pretty good. I think a lot of like content places are trying to limit generated realistic AI. Like I know like YouTube and Instagram kind of have like policies now. Like if you like post generative AI and you don't mark it as generative AI, you're just going to be banned. Yeah, I agree. What does this checkerboard look like? Interesting. Yeah. No, AI is scary. It's quite scary. Parallax mapping. There are way too many textures. This is just honestly... I have no clue what I'm doing. What's smoothness look like? Let's see how this looks. The inside looks really funky now. Oh god. Maybe we could go back a little bit on that. Well, I agree with you, but it's really hard to say that we should ban something that like could make it so that humans don't have to do work, you know? Like I think that like it's a really hard uphill battle to try and ban AI. But like I agree. I think that it is a really scary thing to think about, especially when it replaces kind of all the stuff that humans used to do in the past, right? I mean, I really don't know much about the whole industry of 3D modeling, but like, it's 3D modeling, I'd say, is in a really unfortunate spot right now because it's honestly really good at like making the creative side, like making a model from scratch, right? But it's really bad at like retopologizing and weight painting and stuff like that, which is like the stuff that no one wants to do because it's tedious and annoying. But I think if you just keep working at it, you'll get there. You'll make a good enough portfolio. I definitely don't have a good enough portfolio to get a job as Blender modeling, but like I only started like a little over a month ago now, so I think you could definitely find work here and there. Maybe it's like not super good paying, but like I'm sure there's people who are looking for models. Like if I do like a world position and then I like input this into here, how does that change that? I think I like that better. Well, I think AI definitely has the potential, right, to make it so humans never have to work again. In like, maybe that sounds good, but like, I think that people would like get really sick of that and like go crazy and just kind of hate everything. You know what I want to do? I'm also going to make textures for these because I hate looking at these. I think... how should I make a texture for this? Actually, I'll probably have to hand paint that. Now, AI can definitely be good in a lot of areas. And like that's the thing, right? It's too good. And it's going to be better than everyone else. I wonder if... did my Blender file save? Oh, it saved. Export to FBX, mesh. Oh no, it's doing the thing again. Visible objects. Go, go, go. Okay, it's not gonna work. But right, I think humans will like lose so much of their drive and motivation and will to live if you make it so that no one ever has to work again. I think we'll just make this black for now. I think that looks good. The end, I will make everything better than humans. So what's the purpose anymore? Exactly, right? That's my point. I think that's definitely very true, right? And that's why it's so scary, because AI will be better than you at everything that you could ever do. And that's just like the straight fact of it. And like maybe there are some people that are like better than AI, but like eventually it like you won't be, because AI is just like the culmination of everything that humans have ever created, and it's like all just thrown together. Because it's literally the culmination of everything humans have ever created, right? Because you're just throwing all this data in it, and it's learning everything that humans have ever made. It's like the whole way that AI is trained. Like large language models are just throwing data into it, and then everything that's ever been posted on the internet, everything that's ever been made is thrown into this thing, and then it learns all of that. Or at least it has some like understanding of what it is and what it's saying. Like maybe it doesn't truly understand it, but it can regurgitate what it said. And if it knows everything that's ever been said, it can regurgitate a lot of stuff. Oh. How long have you been doing cybersecurity, Nor? I don't know. A lot of it is crappy, but like I think a lot of it is really good too. It's like a lot better than like I could do. Of college. Nice, nice. It's always fun. Yeah. Anything you really liked internship wise? I always feel like pen testing would be so much fun. Like I love the idea of pen testing. I always wanted to be like a hacker. But then you kind of realize like, oh, it's not actually that much fun. Like it's pretty much just using like plugins from like Kali Linux or like softwares. I guess like there is like a lot of aspects of like finding the vulnerabilities and knowing where they are and stuff, but all right, that looks good. Yeah. So it definitely like it seems like it would be so cool, and then you get to it and it's like, oh, this is all right. Okay. Sorry about that. We're gonna put in the new model, I guess, that we made because it finally saved. That was kind of painful. I really need to take a day and clean up the project. It's getting a little messy. Getting really messy. What? What? Why is it so see-through? Pen testing is good, but company trust is hard to gain. Yeah. Like no one's gonna let you just come in and say, I'm gonna mess up your entire system. I think I need to go back to Blender real quick. So I'm gonna guess that we have some normal issues because our normals are probably all off. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but our normals are all out of whack. Is there like a good way to do this? Can I just like invert the normals? Because I just want to make them face towards us. It's probably in edit mode, honestly. And then it's probably in our edge mode. No, it would be in face mode. Because normals are faces. I'm going to look it up online because I have no clue. Yeah, I don't know what big company would be like, yeah, here's access to our system. Try and break everything. See ya. Thank you, Nor. It was good talking to you. Wish you luck with all of your cybersecurity stuff, too. Mesh, normals, flip. There we go. I don't know why that was a thing. I don't know why the normals were backwards there. But that is fine. Mesh, where's normals? Normals. Flip. Okay, now that should render correctly. Export as FBX, mesh, visible objects. Export that. Can go back to Blender. There we go. That's what the model is supposed to look like. Material wise for the gun or for the honey shooter. Let's see. I think I'd just make it black for now. Is this like shiny black or like a matte black? Ooh, I like that. Like a midnight black. All right. Well, so now the honey shooter is done. Let's see. Yeah. It's functioning kind of bad, but we'll fix it later, I guess. It's because the position. Oh, I guess I should probably also shade smooth. Try it shaded smooth. We want to calculate the normals. Yeah. I mean, that's what's like in like everything pretty much. Like wobbles around. It was a pretty cool tutorial I followed to make it. Where it like fills up and like the shader is honestly pretty complicated. I don't know if I fully understand it. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good for like a little honey blaster. Call that good for now. I guess I can show you the shader. I'm probably not going to stream for too much longer. Pretty tired. I'm working on a long form video right now, but I haven't actually finished the code for it yet. I'm still struggling with the bugs way too much. Kind of a little painful to deal with. Some of them. What was it? It was liquid. This was the shader graph. So the shader takes in from like a script, like the code passes in a wobble X and wobble Y, and then it like wobbles based on like that. No, you're good. You're good. And it wobbles based off of like a axis. Right? And so it takes in the world position and then it subtracts it from our object position to find the current amount of rotation. Or like that's the current fill amount, sorry. It takes in our how much we want to fill, because that's one of our variables that we pass into. And then we like try and rotate it around like two axes, like our x-axis and our z-axis. And then we like rotate it that much based off that axis. And then it comes out as like this, right? When we add it together and I honestly can't explain it. And then we take in some colors and then we combine those colors. Like it's honestly way too confusing for me. It's above my pay grade. But it's a pretty cool shader. Pretty cool. And like it wobbles like in real time, which is awesome. Which I just love that so much. But I definitely need to change like can I change that in Unity? Like the axis of this? That actually looks pretty solid. Should be just right there in the middle. Yeah, I might call the stream pretty soon. Oh, I'm exhausted. Might need to take a nap before I continue doing some work on this. I like how it turned out, though. Yeah, I think I might try and stream like every Saturday for a bit. This one was just short because I've been dealing with bugs and it's been annoying, but I'll probably do some like longer streams next time. Maybe a longer one on Saturday, next Saturday, depending on how I feel. It also is good to talk with people, but it's just, I feel so much less productive when I stream. And like setting it up takes like 30 minutes or like 15, 20 minutes. And like, yeah. But I do enjoy streaming. It just, I feel less productive. So it's like kind of hard to balance. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. It's fun always talking to you. Sorry that was peaking. I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday. Yeah. See you around. Bye.